how do you feel seeing these places outside of the US affected you musically?
Oh yeah, man. I cut my music clean for a long time
Hmm.
because I was just able to get in more doors that way. And yeah, I learned, right? And it allowed me to create music that was still real and it's still a reflection of where we were and where we grew up, but a bit more relatable to, people that don't they're not from where we from. Rapping is new, right? 50 years of hip hop now. So
Right.
imagine people that are not from our continent or culture, right, hearing it. So like they still digesting Tupac.
Hmm.
I had somebody in New Zealand ask me if I smoke crack. And he was
What?
like, he was asking it like it was weed, right?
Yo, 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 it's SB the Ghost.
What's happening? It's your boy Screen9.
It's your girl Rapunzel.
This is Anthony Fleming III. Roll up and check out The Wrong Agenda.
Wrong Agenda Podcast.
The Wrong Agenda Podcast.
The Wrong Agenda Podcast.
This is the Wrong Agenda Podcast.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrong Agenda Podcast. I am your host, Just Dale. I got a super special guest with me. He goes by the name of Army, and we're gonna jump right into it. We ain't gonna waste no time. So let's start this up.
What's good?
Um,
Thanks for having me.
yeah, man, it's been wanting to get you on here. Finally made it happen. You know what I mean?
That's
So
a fact.
let's just start from the beginning. Who are you? Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. Army Regime from New York. I jack just New York in general. But yeah, I'm an artist, social entrepreneur, creative, father, proud new dad. Yeah, and I'm somebody healing. I'm still healing. So just an individual trying to figure it out every day. Asking for the same grace I should be extending. So, I'm just here trying to figure out who I am in this season too. Feel me?
All right, that's what's up. So let's start with you say you're an artist.
Yeah.
Tell us what you got going on musically, but before you tell us what you got going on now, tell us how you got started. Where does the
Yeah, for
music come
sure.
from?
Yeah, yo, music. Like I've always wanted to rap from like niggas don't want to give them the credit from like the Bow Wow or Romeo days, right? Like the rest of us lying on ASL, telling whoever was on the other end of that shit that we had braids and looked like Bow Wow. Like, come on, fellas, stop lying, right? But that shit was fun for me. Like even back then, my teacher, fifth and sixth grade, allowed me to do spoken word in the classroom. To get the students excited. So that bug was always there. I always knew the importance of storytelling. I always knew the importance of writing. I loved it. I loved the discipline of writing. So when I became a teenager, you dive deeper. Now you got more to talk about. But you know, it was always a self-reflection thing for me though. I was never, when people was outside committing crimes on their drills and missions, I was on missions trips,
Mhm.
telling other young people that they should try Jesus, right? So, and what a major part of my life, something that you can never discredit because it gave me all of the tools and the skills that I needed to even be here. But my teenage summers was spent abroad, which also led to me building my own relationships. And now I find myself in Australia for 1 year on my own tour, to now bringing a team with me, to bringing 15 people with me on my own tour, across seas. So yeah, it's been a journey. But yeah, what I've been able to be on Hot 97. I was on Loaded Lux's show, Top Shelf, won some battles here and there, nothing, no major platforms. I was at Fight Club. That is a major platform. No shout out to
Right.
them, but was able to definitely charted a few times, was able to make my way on an independent circle because just through the relationships and talent. Like it's like I'm passionate about it. And I think that translates when I rap. I just released a single called Win Is Win. Really an anthem and a reflection of the season that I'm in, right? Like really what am I thinking about? Well, I was thinking of something, creating something that was encouraging to me, right? But it turned out to be, like what I would like to think as this anthem, highly inspired by Colorado football team, even though they lost 7-8 in a row. but like what they stand for is really inspiring, right? So and that is coming off of my new project that I'm dropping on Black Friday. So Khalil 2, Still Healing. So a little bit summary of the journey, but really it's just been like, hey, I'm gonna tell my story, and I thank God I've always had people that listen.
All right, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. You said you spent some time abroad, so as you travel, you do a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
First off, what's some of the places you went? And to tack on to that, how do you feel seeing these places outside of the US affected you musically?
Oh yeah, man. You know, I cut my music clean for a long time because I was just able to get in more doors that way. And that was really important for, you know, when I was traveling, because I'm talking about like I'm going for the whole summer, 2-3 months, right? Leaving in July, I'll be back September type vibe. And I'm coming back 20-30,000 me, like USD too. It started as Australian, right? And I learned the business. I learned, and I put in your contract. Oh, I need that in USD, right? Like, because that 30 over here turned into 23 over here. But yeah, I learned, right? And it allowed me to create music that was still real and it's still a reflection of where we were and where we grew up, but a bit more relatable to, you know, people that they're not from where we from. Rapping is new, right? 50 years of hip hop now. So imagine people that are not from our continent or culture, right, hearing it. So like they still digesting Tupac. I had somebody in New Zealand ask me if I smoke crack. And he was like, you know, he was asking it like it was weed, right? But it was just like they don't know what's going on. They dressing like Tiger. You feel me? Like they that's what they're getting from us. They're not hearing no Fabulous. They're not hearing no OT Genesis and no Lil Tecca. Like they're not getting that stuff, right? They get the superstars, they get the mega stars, but how was I supposed to communicate? And it really helped me be valuable in any room that I'm in. I know I got bars for it. Any room, from the prisons to the schools to a church to, you know, youth event to a fucking boardroom who need some encouragement. Like it allowed me to not code switch, but make sure that I could communicate with any audience.
Right. I think that's really important, not just musically, but just as people. Like you said, it's not really code switching. It's just knowing how to communicate in diverse rooms and meet people on their level, because that'll definitely get you way further than, you know, it's like you can still stay true to yourself, but know how to connect. And so I think that's a great message you're getting out to everyone with that. That's very important. Okay. So fast forward, you're doing these things musically, you coming up for years. Like you said, you've been doing this since a young age. We hear in recent times now, Winners Win. I can't wait to hear everything. Khalil 2, what's the idea behind this? What's this project represent? What inspired this?
Yo, for real, this project is personal, right? It was like an ode to myself. It was like I needed something for me in this season, like being a new dad, right? That changes your partnership, that changes your schedule, that changes your employment. It's a big change. It's a big shift. So I really had to dive deep into another level of self-healing, self-care. And like that was this project. What killed me all 2023 was like I was unable to rap. I was suffering on the inside, like for real, affecting my mental health because I didn't have energy, capacity, space, time, nothing to create, bro. Right. But for 9 months, I was able to create 10 songs. And that's what this project is. And I made sure, like, even the ones that didn't make the project, like, they didn't make it because they were either thematically off or, like I said, a bar that I needed this to be a snapshot of my growth, right? For the men that are out there, that are figuring shit out, that are so imperfect, that are like hungry for success, hungry for legacy, hungry to really figure shit out, right? That's who this is for, right? It's like an encouragement for us. It's not it's not the project that's going to be, oh shit, this is super Bari. I can hear Conway the Machine on that. Nah, it's not that. This is really just a reflection of the season of me, you know, going through depression from Khalil 1 to now Khalil 2 of like, oh, I started my journey. This shit is amazing. You feel me? So like I really wanted people to understand like it can happen because Khalil 1 is fuck everybody, suck my dick. Like, and I don't even use that language anymore, but that's where I was then. Right. So the rap style, the anger, the passion that fueled that album, it's there, but it's much healthier. And I just want to reflect that.
Okay. And the name is from where?
Oh yeah, because that's my real name, Khalil 2, and it's like that's like healing the child in me. You feel me? So it's like an opportunity to heal the child in me because you know, everybody call me Army, like respectfully. So when I'm thinking about self-healing, like I gotta be honest about who I am, right? And like it isn't Army, right? So that this is another way for me to work through that healing, to own my journey, own my story.
Okay. And you said how many tracks we getting on this one?
Oh yeah, I getting a 10-piece. Strong. No features. No features neither.
No features? So, straight through?
Nah, straight through. Straight through. So like that was another thing that was important to me. Like honestly, bro, like Cry heard 3 songs. Like he ain't even hit the other 7.
Shout out to Cry.
So, you know, nobody heard it because it was just like journal entries. It's like, yo, you know, me, my son, and Ange, like trying to figure that shit out. Like, what y'all think? Y'all with it? You know, so like it was a cool process to own, but I'm ready for the world to definitely vibe with me.
All right, cool. I know you're getting the pre-sales going right now. This episode will come out, it'll already be out. So whoever's listening, y'all make sure y'all go check it out as soon as y'all finish this interview. If y'all ain't check it out yet. But okay, so we got that going. Outside of the music, what other things is Army into? What other things do you do? What other things do you like to do? Like what's going on in life?
Yeah, for sure. You know, one of the things that's really important to me is building this community, and empowering Black and brown communities to you know, and leading them towards economic stability and mobility. Like when you think about I know we throw these big ass words around like systemic oppression and mass incarceration and reform and all of these different things, but you really think about it and really dive into how intentional it was for me and you to fail. I can't live with that. I can't digest that, and that's not the world that I want for my grandkids. So, you know, on top of the music, what really takes most of my time is being a social entrepreneur, being in the community, leading organization Emergent Works. We provide technical education to communities impacted by mass incarceration, and we also build technical solutions for mission-aligned orgs that are fighting to end mass incarceration. So again, using technology and technical skills as a vehicle for economic stability and mobility for us. You know, tech industry is just one of many options and industries that Black and brown people can thrive in. We are culture. We are amazing. And they limit access to us. Why? Why do banks deny only in our neighborhoods, right? Like when we think about that, it gets me tight. So I spend a lot of my time leading my org, working with my team and my board and my community partners to, you know, undo the harm and break down the systems that are imprisoning us and stopping us from excelling. Like I'm a winner. Like win is not some song. I'm a winner, Dale. Like I win. And I'm talking about through everything. And even if I haven't won yet, I'm going to win. That's my heart. That's my attitude. When my mother died, when life turned on me, when I thought God turned on me, only thing I did know, even when I was suicidal, is nigga, you better figure out how to win. You better figure it out. That's the only option for some of us. Right. So now we can enjoy the nice home with the driveway. Now we can enjoy these high ass car notes that we probably shouldn't have, but we enjoy these things because we can afford them now. Right. But what happens when we had to borrow money from niggas? What happens when I couldn't get a Metro card? All of that shit fuels me making sure that other people don't have to go through it. So, you know, a lot of community work, a lot of building with, you know, reform with Dream Org, a lot of big names. And we making sure people get home and get the resources, you know?
Right. And just to be transparent here for the people who don't know, I actually had the pleasure to accompany you in Emerging Works on some things. And it was for me, I could say even personally for me, even where I was at that point and even where I'm at now, it was eye-opening to see people come together in that way, to see the leadership in that way, to see you speak on those panels in that way where, you know, I encourage people, if you're not going to these seminars and things like that, if you can't, you can't, you know, if you can, if you got somebody who can hook you up, whatever, just experience it if you never did, because I feel like no matter where you are in life, getting those experiences and seeing these things, it might change your view on things. You know, you might think you're going to sit there and be like, oh, these people just going to talk about some stuff that's not relatable, that's not that. No, I could tell you, Army's up there on those panels and he's saying the things that need to be said. You know what I'm saying? He's representing for the people that need to be represented. And I just want to thank you for letting me come along on that journey. You know what I'm saying? And
that was a good weekend, man.
Yeah, I witnessed firsthand, you know, a lot of the stuff you saying is real. It's not just talk. So I really want to just give you your flowers and applaud you on that, man, for real.
You know I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. And like, that's why we doing it. Like we, you know, and you somebody that already have things moving and shaking, and we able to learn from each other and able to experience each other's journey, and that's powerful, right? So like for you to even be in that space and with all the knowledge and the wisdom that you already bring into the table, understanding now what we doing and how we trying to build, and you even put together the recap and like did the testimonials for us, which allowed us to capture that. So all of that content matters. All of that matters, right? So like, yeah, that was a good example of it. And like, we still got to turn up. We got to, that was, they're like, I'm just thinking about it. That was a good weekend, bro.
It was a good weekend.
We looked good. We felt good. The food was good. The hotel was good. And like, clearly tech pays good. So, you know, like, we just really like living life, bro. Like for real. But, you know, another thing that we've been, you know, now that I'm thinking about the group that was there, like another thing that I've been prioritizing is like with my music, and because of my social, like the work that I'm doing, like I don't have time for shows, right? Like I don't really have time to just be popping out to random studio sessions and all of these different things. So I got to be really mindful of my capacity and time. So I've been leaning more towards getting sync licenses for my music. And like the first project I was able to like sync with was Morals, something that you executive producer, and part of my titles may be super off. I know that
written by Cry Jones, executive produced by both of us, directed by me, and
all of that.
Yeah, definitely. You had
that was beautiful.
The title track. You had a lot of music that you sent us.
Fake love, man.
Fake love. If y'all haven't watched Morals, I don't even know why y'all here. Go watch Morals.
Now you gotta watch Morals.
Yeah, with that, just you know, and that's the good part about it, is having that connection with people in house, for just to be like, yo, we need music. I need music. I'm doing projects, and for you to just be like we've asked people, you know, if you want to submit music, but it's a difference when you get people who's really about action and people who's just about talk. And I can say you're one of the people about action. Not too long after we said we needed music, we already had a whole soundtrack worth of music from you, and I'm like, we don't really need no other music. Like this works. Like I got songs that I could plug for every situation. Let's just roll with it. So you got placement on that, and I definitely see you could have a future in that. I'm talking video games, movies. Like you have that type of music and the type of stories in your music and the situations, you know, the content that could really work with a lot of stuff. So I'm glad to hear that you're thinking about that moving forward. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear
that was different. Like you watching this art and you watching how your art interacts with it, right? That shit was beautiful to hear. Like I knew Fake Love was in it. So imagine me watching it and hearing the other snippets of songs that I was a part of, even if it ain't had nothing to do with me and it wasn't my verse or nothing, right? I ain't say a word, but just know like, oh shit, I know the person that made this song. That shit, that was really powerful. And then such a dope show. And like, we could be honest, like a lot of our friends probably are new to a lot of their crafts and building and shit, but y'all show was really dope. Story, really dope. It was really valuable. It was a good value add. And I hope, more people get in tune to Morals 2. The funny thing, for the people that's watching, I don't know if y'all know, like, everything that you do, we need to weigh it, right? There's a goal, there's outcome, there's metrics. Bro, I was watching a views on the back end. Like, I'm like, yo, this shit is 40 minutes long and that many people watched it. Like, stuff like that is valuable. So, like, super commend y'all. Shout out to Cry. The feature on the fucking writers, also the feature on the Fake Love song. Oh, real quick about Fake Love. That shit is 2 years old, bro. We shot a video to that and all 2 years ago. Shot a video. I went to Virginia. Crazy. It was beautiful. We had extras. We had props. We had a storyline. As soon as I got back to New York, I lost the footage. And all of us said, yo, bro, I'm telling you, we went so hard, bro. All of us, only thing that we could say was that was for a reason. Fast forward.
Now,
I'm like, nah. Like, so,
that's
it's
crazy.
amazing.
I didn't even know that story.
Yo, for real.
That's
yo,
crazy.
ask Cross, son. When I tell you I was mad, son, but like, I'm glad that, we didn't release it prematurely and give it the energy. We gave it the right energy and it fit with the project y'all made. So, kudos to, this is how it works when you build real relationships with people that's really shaking shit up and not just talking about it.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact, man. It worked out beautifully. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. I feel bad you lost your footage, but in a way, I'm like, hey, man, look, it worked out here. So.
All things work together, man. That joint worked out for us. So, like, I'm excited to see what y'all do moving forward and hearing more artists get involved too. That's gonna be fire.
Yeah, we're definitely doing that. All right. So yeah, moving forward, we got everything you're doing socially, everything you're doing musically. We ain't touched on what's fun for you. What's Army's fun? What when you do get a little bit of time to yourself or whoever, like how do you unwind?
Yo, 100% Madden, son.
Madden?
100% Madden now. And on Xbox and PS5. So the Xbox is in my office because I don't get too much long breaks. So I can get a game in real quick. I usually spanking niggas on there. And then at night, I hit the PS5 and I'm usually losing. Because them, like, bro, I don't understand. Like, niggas is good at these games, bro. I just want to play for fun. Nah, son. You playing experts who reading your offense from, like, how you know I'm doing that? But yes, Madden, that is the one thing that gets me going in boxing. That is also a new hobby that I've been picking up. The discipline of it, the energy that flows into it, the science behind it. I fuck with it. So, and I'm hobbies that I want my son to pick up too. What you saying, bro?
What made you decide to start boxing, like training and working out in boxing? How did that come about?
Yeah, I got too much energy, like fighting energy, like angry fighting energy, right? From the years of just like being toxic. So I just want to put it to use. I also, just want to get confident, get more confident in my skill and in my standing. I got a family now. So I just think about things very differently, like being in states where, you can have your gun license, like, right? Making sure that you could defend your family at any given time. It's not really about, me going to spar, right? I want to get there, but it's like, if a 6'7" nigga that could lift 2 cars up, slap your girl ass, what are you doing? I'm knocking his chin off 100%. And I'm gonna have the skills to do so, right? So like that's a little exaggerated, but we don't live in a world where shit is far off from exaggerated. Anything can happen while you at the store. So I just love the discipline of it. And I don't like the traditional workout. Like I need it to be different. So like punching that bag and like losing my stomach tightening up because boxing is a lot of core work and I got a gut like that. Like I'm learning to love the discipline of.
That sounds dope. I definitely want to.
That shit is work though, bro.
Yeah, I see some of your videos. See some of your videos. I'm like, man, listen, I'm gonna just go get on this treadmill because
Bro. And that's why I purposely posted the part that was hard too. Like those are me trying to catch my breath because I want people, everybody want to post a good workout video.
uh-huh.
I can't breathe, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? I need a moment. I'm paying you, coach. Hold on. Like, give me a second. So, like, I just feel like, and again, for my son, like I want to pick up healthier habits so that he can, right? I would love for him to box, play sports, learn computer science, or do whatever the fuck he want. He could flip bottle tops for all I care. Like, as long as he happy.
Yeah, that's good. Setting a good example. Like health is
I'm
wealth.
trying, man.
Whatever they say, health is wealth. I'm working on it. Working on it every day. Trying to stay
Yo,
healthy.
them niggas told me at 30 years old we shouldn't eat that the way we eat. So it's a
Yeah,
lot of unlearning. It
yeah,
ain't gonna happen overnight.
right. That's a fact. I'm learning every day, man. The eating habits. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, we touched on a lot. Um, I usually do some fun stuff, so we're gonna do some fun stuff. This one is just gonna be, I'm gonna just give you some things, and I just want you to describe it in one word.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you want to go deep first, or you want to go playful first?
Yeah, whatever. I'm with
All
you.
right. So all right. Let's start with this. Describe it one. Give me one word for winners win your new project. One word to describe it.
Champion.
Champion. Okay. Okay. Give me one word to describe. Let's go deep here. The meaning of life.
Legacy.
Okay. Okay. um, give me one word to describe what it means to be successful.
Mm.
That's a
Mm.
hard one.
That's hard. Free.
That's a good answer. That's a great answer. All right. Give me this one's gonna just be easy. One word to describe the best place to live. What's a comfortable word to describe comfort in a place to live? It could be location wise or
Yeah.
just situation based. What word comes to mind when you think this is comfortable for me to live?
Peace, for sure.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, that was
Yeah.
good. That was good. That was good. Those some
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
answers. All
That
right,
was
man.
it.
That was it. That was it.
Oh,
Let's
I
keep
like
it
that
nice and
game.
simple.
I like
keep,
that game. That was tough.
keep it nice and simple. Keep you on your toes. You know what I'm saying? To start doing
Yeah.
that, keep your vocabulary up with people too. You
Hell
know
yeah. That was an
what I
ill
mean?
ass freestyle game. I got to get back to it.
So,
Word.
yeah, right. We got the album. We got the things you're doing socially. We got what you like to do for fun. Is there anything out there, a message you want to tell the people before we wrap up?
Nah, just be kind to people, man. Like people really be dealing with shit. Just be kind to people and buy my fucking album. Stream it, do whatever you want. Support the good music, watch morals, tune into the Wrong Agenda podcast. Just support your people, man. Like in whatever capacity that is authentic for you. Like if it's just a reshare that shit. If it's a like that shit. Sometimes you don't even gotta listen to the video. Oh, my man's posted, like that shit. So like support your people because we putting our heart into this art. And that shit ain't cheap. That shit ain't easy. It's vulnerable, and for y'all that are supporting us, that's we are prioritizing you. So that was a lot, but also just be kind to people because everybody
Nah, that's a
some
good
shit.
message. That's a good message. So where they're gonna be able to find the album at? Just shout out all the platforms you're gonna or the main platforms. You got
Absolutely.
go ahead.
Tidal, because they pay the most. Make sure you go there.
Oh yeah, facts.
Spotify, iTunes for sure. That's where you buy music. iTunes, Apple Music, absolutely. I'm even going to throw the deluxe on Bandcamp, only on Bandcamp, because like we got to get back to the direct to consumer market. But for the sake of convenience, this project will be on all your favorite streaming platforms, including YouTube and Instagram Music. So again, Black Friday. We live, Khalil too, still healing because that shit gonna take forever.
And where can they find you? They want to connect with you. What's the best way to connect with you?
Yeah, tap in with me. I am on Instagram that is my main platform. It just works in my favor. I get a good return on my investment there. So AYE__AR. So again, AYE__AR. That is my name on Instagram, Threads. I like Threads. Tap in with me. And if you're a social entrepreneur, if you starting your nonprofit, you in the nonprofit space, you want some advice, you want some feedback on anything, make sure you hit me on LinkedIn, Khalil Army Armstead. So like let's build, man. I'm here to build. That's like for real.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it here first. And yeah, I can't wait to hear the project. I know you holding it close to the chest right now. He ain't letting us get the preview copies, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
like the regular people. We're gonna listen like everybody else. It's cool.
I appreciate you, man. I've been giving a little snippets, getting people excited, man. But yeah, I'm telling you, Friday is lit, bro. Friday is lit, and I got some more stuff coming out the bag this week, man. But I appreciate you. I appreciate what you're doing for artists and creatives on your platform. Again, everybody tap into the Wrong Agenda podcast. Like, it is an honor to be here tonight, for real, man.
Well, thank you, and you're gonna be back. We're gonna have you back because we're gonna have more things to talk about real soon. We're gonna have a lot to talk about. So y'all get used to it. Get used to seeing his face. Go follow him. You know what I'm saying? Check out the music. Do all of that. You know what I'm saying? He's a real dude. Like, I know this man. I've seen this man. I've witnessed in real life what he do in real life, and I'm telling you, no jokes, no bullshit. You know what I mean? So, gotta respect the real.
Nah, I appreciate you truly, King. You already know we family, so we locked in no matter what, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, all that you do. However I can help, we here. We locked in.
Yes, let's do it. All right, that's Army, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe. I'll have all the links everywhere, wherever y'all listening or watching that, I'll have the links there so y'all can get to everything easy. And catch y'all next time. We out of here.
Luke.